What's up YouTube, NCG here, bringing you a World Chalice deck profile. So this is our first link-based archetype all on its own. So without further ado, I'm going to crack straight into it. So we start off the build with 3 Lee the World Chalice Fairy. This is your searcher of the deck. It also can be added back from the grave to your hand by pitching another monster. Triple World Legacy World Chalice. This is your basically, when it leaves the field, it special summons two World Chalice monsters, which is really good because it helps you get your access to your Lees if you need to, and also your guard dragons, but only if it's been normal summoned or set. Secondly, when it's on the board, if it's special, even if it's been special summoned, it gains this effect of if a monster or monsters is special summoned from the extra deck during the except during the damage step, you contribute this card, send that monster and all monsters to the graveyard. So it's basically like your Thunder King Ryo. Then we play the vanillas. So we play triple Beckoned by the World Chalice, triple Chosen by the World Chalice, and double Crowned by the World Chalice. Now the reason we only play 2 Crowned is because it's not as offensive as the rest. It's good defensively, but you don't really want it as a defensive. But you still play it there for the numbers for your special summons off of your Link monsters. Whereas Chosen is your E-Telly target, and Beckoned is your rank 4 Emerald play. Then we wrap it up with the World Chalice monsters with double World Chalice Guard Dragon. This card basically banishes it from the field, banishes it from the graveyard, special summon 1 World Chalice normal monster, or type 1 normal monster from your graveyard and special summon it in defense position. In a zone a Link monster points to. Its normal effect is when a card or effect is activated that targets your linked monster. This is a quick effect, you send this card from the hand or field to the graveyard, negate the activation if you do destroy that card. Next up we play triple Blackwing Gofu because Blackwing Gofu, yes, it does seem like it's being pushed into every deck nowadays until it gets hit on the ban list. It is just incredibly good to make the Link cards in any deck, but with this deck it also gives you that extra level because it gives you that extra level with the Link markers for your future plays to Firewall Dragon and stuff like that. Also, because after you've used it once, it's not dead. The tokens can then be used to get into Link Spiders and maybe used to get into other of your Link cards as well. Plus, it can be ditched for Lee to bring Lee back to hand. Next up, you play triple Agent of Creation Venus and triple Mystical Shine Ball. Your Emerald play allows you to cycle this back. This card and Venus is one of your cards that helps you get to your end board with like Firewall Dragons +7s, like crazy combos, especially when Proxy Dragon comes out at the end of the month. Then we play 1 Maxi and 1 Rescue Rabbit. So that's it for the monster lineup. Now we're going to the spells. We play triple Transmodify, double Unexpected Die. So the Transmodify is there to turn your Lee of the World Chalice Fairy into a Venus. So Lee searches out your World Chalice, the level 5. Then you transmod into Venus. Venus then brings out a Shine Ball. You turn Shine Ball into Imduk. And then you use Induk's additional effect of a normal summon to tribute off one of another Shine Ball to get into your World Chalice. Then you use World Chalice and Imduk itself to go into Ib or another World Chalice. You go into Ib. And then you kind of extend your plays there. Double Swing of Memories, which combos off massively nicely well with Painful Decision, purely because Painful Decision puts it in the grave for you and Swing of Memories can bring it back. World Legacy Heart to help cycle back some of your cards. The one issue with this deck is it does burn through its resources massively. There are people that play Jar of Avarice. I just think it's a little bit too slow, but you do kind of need cards like that to help you cycle back, which is why we play 2 World Legacy of Heart, plus the fact that this then protects your Link monsters as well. 1 Soul Charge and 1 E-Telly. So the Soul Charge is obviously quite self-explanatory. It can help push your links in this format. It's very helpful because you can bring back your extra monsters to your main monster zones, and your E-Telly to get into your Chosen by the World Chalice, which helps extend your plays. Now we go on to the extra decks. So we play triple Imduk, the World Chalice Dragon. This guy gives you an additional normal summon. Can only be used once per turn. Of a World Chalice monster, and when it leaves the field, it special summons a World Chalice monster from your hand. We play triple, wherever it's hiding. Double Ib, the World Chalice Priestess. Now, you can play this at 3 if you want to. We are just waiting on Proxy Dragon. When Proxy Dragon comes out, you'll definitely only play it at 2, if not less. But it's incredibly strong. It gives you your left and right markers. It protects the cards it points to. And again, when it leaves the field, you special summon a World Chalice from hand. Its materials to be made is 2 monsters with different types and attributes, which is really easy on World Chalices. 1 Ramen, the World Chalice Bladesman. Again, this requires 2 World Chalice monsters. It gains 300 attack for each World Legacy monster in your graveyard, and at this moment in time we only have 1, which is the World Legacy World Chalice. And again, when it leaves the field, you get to special summon a World Chalice from your hand. Its other effect, which is really, really cool, is you tribute 1 World Chalice monster, 1 World Chalice monster this card points to, then target 1 other monster in your graveyard. So any monster, like Topological, Bomber Dragon, Firewall, anything you want, and you revive it back to that link zone. 1 Ningrusu, the World Chalice Warrior. This is your draw card. There's a really nice combo where if you do the chains right, even if you only have 2 pointing to it, you can use your chains right when you make Ibuk because he requires 2 link monsters. You can use any of the World Chalice monsters you use to make him to special summon in the remaining spots for you to then get the additional draw. Double Firewall Dragon, this obviously contributes to a mutual link, and it also helps bounce your opponent's cards during either player's turn. And then if anything is sent, destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, which is exactly what World Chalices do, you get to special to one of its link zones, so it helps extend your plays. 1 Gaia Saber, the Lightning Shadow, again quite straightforward, it's your link 3 monster. And then a Topologic Bomber Dragon, which I think is really, really cool because there is a way of putting him on board, have 2 Firewall Dragons and Ib. Then if they do special summon to one of the pointers of Topological or one of their link monsters, you nuke the board, but you get to protect your firewalls by getting rid of Ib, and then you still end the board with 2 25 beaters and a 3k beater. Wrapping up the links, we play double Link Spider, which can actually be made naturally in this deck. You don't need Gofu to use it, but obviously Gofu does help it, and it also contributes to make the mutual link without giving your opponent a link marker. And then you wrap it up with 1 Decode Talker, again through the Gofu combo, but the Gofu combo also helps get you into Topologic and Firewall as well. And we finish it off with the Diagusta Emerald because there is the combo of shuffling back your Shine Balls to help kind of extend your plays and build up your board. So that is it for the deck profile. Very straightforward, very to the point. This deck is very combo orientated, so I highly advise you test with this deck. There's so much that you need to be keeping your eyes on, that you need to focus on. It can get quite difficult, but once you kind of get the knack of the combos that you're making, and if you take your time with it, you can pretty much end your board with crazy strong boards. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Until next time, guys, see ya.